necessarily participative. It's more you can just ask questions, and I can show you some stuff, give you a tour of the platform.
Okay.
Or just if you have some things you would like to, if you want to show something, that's great. But otherwise, I can just show you what I'm doing with it or how I use it. And yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, have you? Sorry, I forgot your first name. D was it? Sorry. You're muted again. Muted again.
Why is my microphone going off each time?
I don't know. It's very strange.
Okay.
Couldn't tell you.
Okay. No, the David Vuzik is our director. So he set up the Google Drive. So I'm Jackie Jackson.
Yeah. Jackie. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'm Jackie.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
I was searching in my head for who do I know who has a D as the first name. Yeah. Okay, Jackie. Thanks. Have you been using have you got a chance to use the LearnBook? Yeah, I mean you did because you sent me pictures of it, obviously. But did you get to retry the flashcard thing?
Yeah, I tried again, but it's still the same problem, and I don't understand why I can't show you.
Okay.
Because I tried attaching the screenshot.
Yeah. Just didn't want to.
I'm not really very high tech, so it's probably my fault, Rich.
No, don't worry about that. It's also something. Sometimes these days we can actually ask the GPT thing to help us.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah.
With this, possibly not. I don't know if there's like errors flashing on the screen, then that's something we can copy paste into an AI and say like, how do I fix this? And very often they can help.
I did have a question about in the support chat.
Yeah.
I don't have to wait for a reply from you to send another message, do I?
No, and this whole chat feature that they have is very basic. They've just introduced it, so you can send as many messages as you like. It's kind of like WhatsApp or the kind of Facebook comments or something like that, where you can make like a message and then you can reply in a thread, and so you can make like a separate conversation, which is what we've done. So yeah, that could be useful. The thing that annoys me about this is that they haven't got to the point of making notifications yet. So there's no kind of ping whenever anybody replies to me. So so I just have to keep looking regularly. So if I don't reply, it's probably just because I haven't looked.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good way to at least keep in touch a little bit in the same platform. But yeah, so let me have a look for the flashcards. So I don't know if you've tried clicking on the menu here at the top where you have like different models available.
I tried today. I tried generate a dialogue because tomorrow I've got this guy and he is a commercial sales guy for straddle carriers for ports.
Okay.
So I know a little bit about straddle carriers, but obviously I'm not an expert. So I asked it to generate a dialogue for me. And I tried it with LearnBook GPT, and I also tried it with LearnBook R1 to see the difference.
Yeah. That's good.
LearnBook R1, the first dialogue it generated for me, it assumed that the customer wouldn't know about straddle carriers, which I thought was a bit silly because if I'm trying to sell you a straddle carrier, I assume you know what straddle carriers are and that you need one.
Yeah.
So then I told it, assume that the person at the port knows what a straddle carrier is, and then it made me a much more sensible dialogue. In fact, the second time.
That's you're hitting on a really good point there about how to manipulate the machine into doing its job correctly, because you're 100% right with the word assume. It will assume anything that you don't tell it. So if it doesn't have the information, it never stops to say, before I answer you, could I just ask? It just assumes everything, which it could do, by the way, and there are ways to do it. But
actually, the LearnBook R1 explained above the dialogue its reasoning.
Yes.
And the reason it gave me, the dialogue it gave me, which was very interesting, actually.
It is. I like that a lot. And that was the whole revolution of DeepSeek, was that it has, so all of them do the same job. All of them are just, text calculators. They're just pumping out whatever the next probable word is. But these ones have this kind of behind the scenes systems where they'll like plan out what they're going to do with the text first, and then they use that plan to give a better answer. So, but yeah, you still need to give it as much context and, precursor information as possible. But yeah, that's cool. That's good that R1 worked for that. I just wanted to try out the flashcards thing. So I do the slash.
Oh yeah,
Slash.
yeah.
Yeah, my keyboard's on keyboard. Slash. No. Oh, because I didn't plug it in. That's why. Technology. Plug in my keyboard would help. So slash, and then create flashcards, and then we just do. You can tab on the keyboard through these different placeholders, or you can just manually delete them. But number of words 10, and we'll do with. So you said the word, but so far I haven't actually understood what it is. What are these carrier things you're talking about?
Oh, straddle carriers.
Straddle carriers.
Yeah. Carriers. Yeah.
Straddle carriers. So maybe more. Do you think? Oh my.
No. So in a container port, when they take the containers off the ship, they have these special, like a truck that can hold a container, and it's got wheels and a driver at the top, and they whiz the containers all around the yard on these machines.
Okay.
So they're pretty big machines, huh?
What it's doing there is, and this is a kind of freaky feature that I'm not sure if I like it or not. When I stop typing, it uses an AI to try to generate the rest of my sentence based on what I've said so far. So it's kind of like autocomplete, but like plus plus. So in the context.
Yeah.
The context of shipping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what comes out.
Yeah.
So it's not an exact science. Sometimes I ask it to do this and it doesn't understand, because I think that the prompt I've given it is very short and I might need to improve on it. But sometimes it doesn't understand and it thinks that I just want to suggest what I should do with that code, and it doesn't actually output the code.
I know, but there your flashcard has worked fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, mine had, so I just put staying in a hotel as the topic.
Yeah.
And so it put something like check-in and the definition, but squeezed onto the same side of the card.
Okay. I mean, I would go back maybe and try it again. And then I'll let you share your screen as well, and you can maybe show me so we can debug it. But just in case it doesn't work, like the time it didn't work for me there today when it just suggested what I should do, there's a pencil at the bottom of all of the messages that you made that you can just click, and then it'll open it up again, so you can actually go back and edit the question that you had. So if I see that it didn't understand straddle carriers because I hadn't put in the context, for example, then I could go back and put in the context and then try again. If I click send, it'll redo the message, and then it'll say at the bottom here, see the way it says 2 out of 2. So I can actually go back and forward between the different messages that I've edited. Like I can go back to the original one and see that conversation, or I can go to the, oh no, why is it not doing that? No. I normally can go backwards and forwards between the two messages, but it's not letting me do it. No, it's just, I just broke it. So there you go. Lovely bug. I'm going to let you share your screen, Jackie.
Oh, okay.
Show me what's going on.
Right, hang on. Just let me open it up. There we go. Oh dear, sorry, phone ringing. Don't know why. Not going to answer. How do I share then on here?
You've got a button at the bottom, looks like a square with an up arrow.
Yeah, got you. Yeah, okay. Is it that one? Yeah, can you see that?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's try it with if you go up to where it says LearnBook R1, try it with LearnBook GPT v2. This is the one I changed today.
Ah, okay. So I have to go here. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
LearnBook GPT version 2. Okay.
Yeah, so this is what I changed it over to a different provider today,
Yeah,
which is
okay.
faster as well, because it's quite a slow one, the other one.
Okay.
So try that and see what happens.
So how do you get to the games to do the things? Do I have to go on this one and then put the slash, or can I just go on any? No,
I'd recommend not for this one, because this one is actually pre-prompted. I've pre-prompted it with some information about how it should output. This one is just the naked model,
so just slash there,
that should do your bidding a bit more clearly than the activity generator is not as good for.
Oops. So if I just put in 10 words, so I'm just putting in what I did the same as last time.
Yeah.
Staying in a hotel. Okay. Yeah, it's suggesting things. Can you see?
It annoys me because I'm like, I'm done. I don't need any more. Thank you.
Yeah, that's enough. Staying in a hotel is good.
Yeah.
There you go.
It should be good enough. It's way faster, which is nice.
Yeah, it's a lot faster. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Come on.
I think it's about 250, isn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
I know. Oh, yeah, it's perfect.
Okay, good. Whew.
Yeah, cool.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
I discovered by accident, because I closed that yesterday and then didn't know how to get it back again. But I've discovered if I go here and go into artifacts, I can find it.
Yeah, you got it. That's exactly right. The artifacts are these little kind of
play with these things. Yeah,
that's perfect. Good job.
Okay. And will it stay in there though? In artifacts, will it just keep adding?
So it'll there's you see the way it says version 1 of 1 at the bottom. So if it has to revise it, like if you say, oh no, that's not the right, I want the definitions to be shorter, you can make a second one and it'll say version 2, 1 of 2 of 2 and 1 of 2.
Okay.
So you can flip back in between them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Good. Nice.
So how do you
yes,
say
Sharon,
it's
your turn.
To use it?
Sorry?
I haven't done it so far, but if you want to use it with your students, how do you save it to use it?
Good question. So
because you showed it last time, but I don't remember.
Yeah, it's a bit of a pain, but you have to you're gonna have to copy the code, which is the the lines with the numbers beside them, which normally has a button. I think if you hover over the code.
I think see down here at the bottom. I think I tried this, David, because Richard, I tried to send you.
Yeah.
The screen, what the problem was. So I copied there, and it was the code.
Yeah. So if you, we'll try to do this and see how easy it is, and then hopefully it'll help somebody else who's struggling with this. So if you try clicking that copy button, and then can you open us up? I know we won't be able to see it here because you're only sharing your screen, the window. But if you could open up a text document, like are you on Windows?
Word.
No, not Word.
Oh, not Word.
It has to be either, if you're on Windows, it would be Notepad. And if you're on Mac, it's an app called Text. Are you on Windows or are you on
Notepad,
Apple?
Yeah. Oh God, you see, you're exposing my weaknesses now with IT. How do I open Notepad? I just go and research it. Yeah, Notepad.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, so it's going to be in French.
Can you also go back and?
Is it going to be block note?
That's okay. Block note, very good. That's exactly what it will be. Yes.
Yeah, is it block note?
Indeed.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you go back to the? Can you go back to the video call and share the note?
Yeah.
Or like l'écran entier would be the best if you can do that, please.
Okay. So stop that and then share. Ah oui, écran complet, quick.
That's the one.
Working?
Not yet.
Oh, I don't know what's happening. Is it working?
Not yet. Is everything melting down?
Yeah. Especially me. Yeah. I'm hitting partager, but it's not doing it. So I've gone on to the tab at the top that says écran complet.
Yeah.
And it doesn't want to let me do partager for some
you
reason.
might need to click where it says écran 1. Like there's like a preview of the screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to click
Thank
on
you,
it, and
Richard.
then you're welcome.
There you go. Okay.
Nice.
So
Okay. So you got your block notes.
block notes. Voila. Yeah.
Then,
Okay. Copy, paste.
that's it.
So that's
and then
the code.
Yeah. So if you go fichier,
Yeah.
enregistrer sous. And then we need to type in, let's just type in activity or something like that. Activity. And the important bit is the dot at the end. Activity.
Oh, yeah, you have to put .html now.
That's the one, .html. And then it'll be recognized by your browser and you'll be able to open it. So yeah, if you save that.
And then save.
Yeah. Now, if you were to send that, what we just saved to the learner.
Oh, yeah. So now if I go into my...
Yeah.
Here.
Go for it, into téléchargement.
Yeah. Activity. Yay!
Yeah. See the way it already has like the symbol of your... Yeah, the transition is kind of, oh, I don't understand what I'm doing, but then it's only 2 or 3 steps and you get to the end. You could send this to your learner. The thing is, obviously, they'll just be doing it in isolation. You're not going to see their score or anything like that. So it's not like it's not like a e-learning system or something. But yeah, you could send this to them. Some learners won't be able to receive it because the file will be blocked by their internal security policy and things like that. But if they can receive it, then yeah, that's you can just open it in any. Just normally double click it; it'll just open in their browser.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
that's very cool. Yeah.
Nice. All right, Sharon. Yeah, what else have you been thinking about? Yeah, that's fine. You can stop. Thank you, Jackie.
Thank you. Yeah.
So Sharon, what other things have you been AI thinking about?
I've just started.
Yeah,
I tried using the other one, the book. The last you recommended for activities. Which one is it?
the activity creator, activity generator.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Yeah, so that's a little bit easier because I've told it how to generate activities. I can't remember what I told it. Let's have a look. But it should help. And
it was yes, lesson activity generator.
Okay, yeah, that's it. So
and it was my question was find activities about negotiating working conditions for ESL student B1. And
okay, fine. This more
a group, and I said no, it's a private lesson. I could correct, and it adapted.
Good. I think that's because what did I tell it to do? I can't remember if I told it to ask questions. I thought I told it to ask questions, but no. So all it is a normal AI, but I've just given it some instructions to make it a bit more deterministic. So it only outputs, the pedagogical procedure and the any materials that you would need. When you're doing it, what I would recommend is that so if you could tell me again, sorry, Sharon, what was the one you tried to do?
Find activities about negotiating working conditions, ESL student B1.
Okay.
And so then I had a first lesson for a group, for a class. And I said, no, I want not group lessons, but private lessons. And so I have the second document. And I hadn't realized that I had the two when you showed one on two.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So you can go backwards and forwards. So it's good to be able to go back sometimes as well. So I'd say for this, it's okay. If you say find, the important with ChatGPT or other things like the paid stuff, it just automatically looks for things on the internet. With this one, you have to actually click web search to activate it, so that it knows that it's allowed to do a web search. So yeah, if you're telling it to find something, you need to say web search.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's hit or miss, because what it's doing is it'll search with Google, it'll grab the 5 top results, and it'll try to look into the text that's inside those websites. But it's not always the easiest, because very often with our our job and the websites that are made for us, they have PDFs inside them or Word documents. So it's more difficult for the AI to find, like, here's the website, what's the PDF, get the PDF. It's not really made for that. So finding activities can be different, but let's try and see what it does. I'm interested to see how it can do it. So it's going to search, look a bit slow. Might be a job for R1 actually, because yeah, maybe I should switch over the models, because if for finding activities, it could be better to have a model that reasons as well, to think a bit more about the results that it's got and how it's going to use them. But we'll try with just the normal activity generator. And this is just a test. I'm going to build more models like this based on feedback. So if you say I would like something that can find activities for me, then I'll make like a activity finder, and they'll make the right model for that and the right instructions for that. Okay, it's taking way too long, and it broke. So there you go. So that just means that it just means it's crapped out. It's tired. So we'll try R1. Yeah. So it was please find me some activities about, what was it again? Sorry, Sharon, one more time.
Negotiating working conditions.
B1, you said?
Yes, B1. Yes.
Student. Okay. I have had some bugs with the searching feature recently that I'll have to look into it, I think, and find out if this is actually getting tired too often. I might need to tweak something. I'm not sure what I've done wrong. So that's one thing maybe to fix already. Otherwise, if you have something already, like PDFs or Word documents, you can also upload them. You can also add files as well. And another one to play with that comes from this plus menu, I did add a tool called YouTube transcription something, or transcriber. That does, in theory, enable you to paste in, if you find a YouTube video, you can paste in the link and turn that on, and then it'll find the subtitles, the transcription from the YouTube video, and it'll use that to build its activity. So that could be a good one to play with as well. Don't bother sending images; it doesn't work. So that's just not yet. I'll maybe add some image recognition and generation models eventually, but that doesn't work yet. But yeah, the finding thing is broken, so that's something I'll look into. No problem.
Sorry, Richard, I've really got to run now. Sorry, Sharon, I've got to go.
No problem. That's okay. I will be leaving.
So
wrapping up in 5 minutes.
Thanks very much
anyway.
for your time.
You're welcome, Jackie. Hopefully see you next week.
Yeah, keep playing. I'm just going to keep playing with it. Yeah.
Great. Okay. I'm looking forward to your feedback. Thanks for coming.
Okay. Thanks now. Bye.
Bye, Jackie. Okay. So yeah, sorry about that. The searching thing not working, but yeah, that yeah, I'll get that fixed and I'll let you know when that's fixed.
It did work when I tried the other one. Yes. Yes, I had it. I had the first lesson, and then I said no, it's private lessons, and in 13 seconds I had a result.
Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't. I did it very quickly, so I didn't really check the activities. But I do have a lesson plan, and I do have activities, and I would like to try the flashcards. I haven't tried yet. I would really like to try that.
Yeah, it's just with a slash, just a // and then you should get the menu that shows you the
And
different
it's
things.
a LearnBook GPT v2. It's on this one. That
actually, the slashes work on all of them. So I would recommend you do it with GPT v2 because it's the best one at producing the games.
Okay.
But it's available everywhere, so you can use it on any one of them. Yeah. That's what's this? Oh, okay. So it broke, but then it unbroke itself. That's good.
Okay.
So
oh yes, it's even better. I didn't have the links.
I'm interested to
just
see.
had the lesson plan. So yes.
Okay.
All right.
So it found some stuff. It's even interesting just to see the links that it found and go and have a look and see if you can use them in a different way. But this is what I mean, that like here, it's found a website with a worksheet, but it's not able to download the worksheet. I would have to download it myself. And also it's behind a paywall, so it doesn't really work. I'd have to pay to get the PDF. So that's not going to work. This one, maybe. Okay. Okay. It's a little bit more.
Have a look at all the links. Yeah,
that one's good.
Yes. Okay, right.
I think that one's probably got a good amount. So, okay. Yeah. So it's good because it's taken the inspiration then from maybe some of these websites have a good kind of lesson plan structure on there that it's taken with objectives.
I didn't have the links. I just had the lesson plan.
Oh, okay. If not, it's hidden here at the top. So it's when it says search 6 sites, you can click the little arrow or the text, and it'll reveal the websites that it found. So that might be what it was hiding them before, maybe behind that. It doesn't show by default.
No, I just have a thought for 13 seconds, and
okay,
and that's it.
Well then possibly all it did was just look through its database, because we have to.
I didn't say please.
Yeah, that's also a problem. It's I say that's because I want the machine to be nice to me when it takes over the world. I wanted to remember that I was polite. But yeah, we have to remember as well that when it does an internet search, it's using specifically the websites that it searched for in its answer. But if it might have just not done a web search, if the web search wasn't active, then it would have just looked through its existing knowledge, say, oh, it's true, in my knowledge somewhere I actually did, in my knowledge I have a website or a PDF that was already added to my knowledge base, and so I'll use that. So it can just generate from its own knowledge about the world and about, like we saw, it was able to generate something about, I don't even remember the word that Jackie said, those shipping container things.
Yes.
And that it knew what that was and was able to generate a lesson about it. So it has a huge database of knowledge, especially R1. The two R1 models have a huge database of knowledge, and probably comparable to ChatGPT. They can actually think as well. So yeah, and the thinking is interesting too. The thinking can help you also see why you as a prompter have made a mistake. It said, okay, I need to find activities about maybe I didn't say B1, maybe I just said find me some activities about negotiating working conditions, and it says, okay, I need to find something about an A1 student, and I'd say, oh, I forgot to put in the level. So it can help you see its thinking to know where it's making assumptions, like Jackie said, and where we need to make some corrections to our original prompt. So we can go back and say it's actually a A1 level student, send that. It's going to think again, get some results, and then
I should have clicked on web search when I did it. That's okay. I didn't do that.
And you'll see probably it'll do that now. It's thinking, and you can click thinking to see what it's doing. But it's probably looking through its own knowledge base without looking through the internet. And now it's going to produce something similar, but it doesn't look as professional as the one it did before. I feel like with the web search, it gave it a good template and some good examples to make it a really high quality answer. So I think that's probably better with the web search turned on when we wanted to find and use examples from the internet. It's probably a good idea. Good. Okay. I think that's all from me. Do you have any other questions today?
No. Thanks a lot.
You're very welcome. Thank you very much for coming. Yeah, and I hope to hear from you on Friday or the weekend with the feedback form. If you can try to fill in feedback form, please, that would be great. Try a LearnBook progress test if you like this week.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you said that you would like to use that or not, but try it on. I've tried it. I tested it on my family, for example, just for fun. So I tested my daughter and test her English level. So just to test it out, because I would like to know how it works, and I would like to know how a practicing teacher. Yeah.
Is the second link? No.
Yeah. It's level-test.learnbook.app. I think it was the second link. Yeah. And I would I'm not a practicing teacher at the moment, so I would love to know how practicing teachers find the level evaluation, if it's correct, if it's detailed enough, because I think it's a nice tool.
Okay, I will try.
Please, that would be lovely.
Student would be willing to do that.
Yeah, cool. Great. Okay, well, thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks very much, Sharon. Have a lovely evening. Take care. See you next week.
See you next week. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.